Last week's shave using the new Wilkinson Sword straight edge razor didn't go so well for me. Got a bunch of nicks, cuts, mostly healed up, and I want to try this again, so let's give this a go. Good afternoon, white shave enthusiasts and newbies. Welcome to the rabbit hole with Cal Shaves. Slancha. Today we're drinking coffee. No booze for me. So we're going to go back and give this Wilkinson Sword straight edge razor another try. But what we're also going to do is we're going to compare it with a Parker PTB. I have used this in a previous video. It's a different style of a Shavette versus the Parker. We've got our lather already made up, and we're going to get this all going. So next shot is we're going to go downstairs and load these razors. So this view is upside down to me. Hopefully we can get it posted right side up to you guys. But what we're going to do is I'm going to take 2 derby half blades. We're going to make sure we load them in here properly this time. So, now what I did is I loosened the scales. We'll flip it this way. Carefully so as not to cut ourselves. Now what I'm going to do is just take the wrapper, push it, make sure we got that in there properly. Take my screwdriver, go back, and tighten these scales a bit. And you can see the amount of blade sticking out. So hopefully, maybe on the last shave I had it sticking out too much, I'm not exactly sure. So that's the Wilkinson Sword. And we're going to get ready to load our Parker. Now this one works differently. Just slide out here, and then it actually goes in under here with the 2 little tabs. So carefully. So that looks about right. And carefully slide it back down. Again, I'm just going to use the wrapper so I don't cut myself. I'm going to pop this out again because that's not in there right. Just going to push down the blade, make sure it's seated. And you can see the amount of blade exposure on this one. So, I'm going to go back upstairs and get our shave started. Yeah, so we're back. So today it is going to be like Grandpa. Lime. This is a vegan base. I've already got it made up in my Thirsty Badger leather bowl using my 24mm Scott Yingling. Now what I'm also going to do to try and make this a better shave is that Ken Kaminski of Like Grandpa also sells pre-shave oil, matching scent. I also have this in the sandalwood, and I also recently picked up Wild Rose, which I haven't had a chance to use yet. The only reason I'm not using it today is because I don't have the pre-shave oil for it, but I'd like to have it all match up. We're going to go with this and the matching balm. We're going to take the pre-shave oil, just a cheap eyedropper. It just says to grab a few drops. And just like that. And to massage it into the whiskers. I should grab a bit more. I love the matching scent. Now, I don't use pre-shave oils very often. It's just a case of giving this razor the benefit. So now that that's on, that should help. Now we'll get our lather applied. Again, with this video, I'm going to concentrate much more on technique than on the camera. I do not want to bleed as bad as I did in the last video. And I want to learn as well. Now, I'm not sure, but I might have had that blade sticking out too much in the Wilkinson last week. So, you can see how much blade exposure. We're going to try this again, retighten up the scales. Very slow. Almost no pressure whatsoever. And much, much, much more success. So I might have had that blade sticking out too much. I'm not exactly sure. I have to go back and rewatch the video. But like I said, all I did was just take the blade wrapper and actually just kind of carefully, so I don't get sliced, push that blade against the pins. So that's much, much, much better. So now we're going to take the Parker PTB, using my weaker hand, and same thing. infinitely better this time around. I'm going to go back and do the upper lip carefully. Keep that angle very shallow. Much, much, much better than last time. And any background noise you guys hear, guys, my girlfriend works from home, and her daughter has the day off of school. So, I'm gonna go back. Gonna try not to get cocky. Okay, all in all, that is already a hell of a lot better shape. Now, something I was thinking about the other day, guys, is that talking about beard growth, my beard growth goes more or less down on my cheeks and the back towards, from like my chin towards my ears on my neck. I do with a cross and against with a DE. With straights and now shavettes, not so much. I really don't know how. I'm not comfortable enough to try and go with the grain back from like my chin towards my ear on the other side. So again, I don't worry that much about that. Okay, so we're going to get ready for pass number 2. And guys, when I first started making videos, this particular soap was one of the first ones I used. I will post a link to it, but it was one of the earliest videos I did, and I was chatting online with Ken at the time about phototoxicity that you get from citrus scents. So if you're interested in going back and revisiting that video, it's probably about 2 or 3 year old video, I would think. Good layer on there. By the way, my Razor Emporium t-shirt, haven't worn this in quite a while. So, we're going to very carefully go on my neck. And we're going to go from our ear towards our chin, on our neck, on our cheeks. Very, very shallow angle. Yeah, so we're just going to go back slowly. Now, I went on and looked at Carl Keefer, one of his videos, and I posted a link to it at the time, I think. No, I posted a link to his channel. I posted a link to a specific video he does about how to use a Shavette. He did for one of his subscribers. So I had a chance to re-watch that again the other day and learned a lot from it. And then also seeing comments from guys online about it. So it kind of gives you a chance, or gives you a persevere. So adjust that angle a little tiny bit so you can feel it pull or cut the hairs a little bit. Yeah, there's one of the nicks from when it got me last week. So, we're going to do one more pass, but that is already still below my neck. But again, that's typical for my type of growth. But already a far, far superior shape to what I got last week. Find a blade that you like. For me, I typically use Voss Cods. And I was going to, and then I remembered I had a pack of Derby single edge. So I guess no big deal, just a blade cut in half, whatever, but they come that way. And Derbys tend to be the mildest, some of the mildest blades on the market. You got Derby at one end, and you kind of got Feather at the other end. Typically, and there's no way in hell I'm using a Feather in a shady blade. Already made up my lather, so we're just painting this on, making it fairly thick. Okay, and we're going to do our third and final pass. This is the one that's going to give me trouble on my neck. It's against the grain. Yeah, that's BBS on my neck and on my cheek. Again, I take the Parker PTB with my right hand, which is my weaker hand. I am a lefty. Much, much, much better than last week. So now that we've got our neck clear, we can pull our skin. Yeah, that's already 1,000% better than last week's shave. So we're gonna go get this cleaned up and we'll come back and do the post. We'll be right back. Thanks. So, hell of a lot better shave than we got last time, but because I'm curious, taking my PAA alum. Let's see how we did. Almost no burn whatsoever, so really, really practice. I said again, I think I might have had the blade height too high on that blade. I realized that when I was looking at this Parker yesterday. So I already had it loaded from a previous shave and saw how much blade exposure there was on it, and it was almost very, very little. So and now to apply our post-shave balm. It's almost like a paste. Man, that is amazing. Very, very, very nice. So, guys, I think this is going to wrap up a successful shave. And, yeah. So we're going to run these videos back to back. And you guys can compare and contrast what I did differently. That's just a line from my CPAP machine. Those are permanently in my face, but again, it got me here, it got me somewhere here, there, last week. This week, didn't get me anywhere. So, like Grandpa, Lime, Vegan Base, Ken Kaminski-Raab. He is from Western Canada, and I will post where and then links to how you get a hold of him. Had that made up in my Thirsty Graduate leather bowl. Scott Yingling, 24mm synthetic. He offers a promo code for Cal Shaves, and I will post that. Good, I believe it's 10% off. We use the matching pre-shave oil, just a cheap eyedropper. The aftershave balm. We went with Derby. Professional chromium, ceramic, platinum, tungsten, polymer coated blades. And of course, it was the second attempt using Wilkinson Sword straight edge razor. It's a Shavette, and I realize, guys, it's not a straight razor. I'm fully well aware of that. So there's something that's a straight edge. I believe $25 Canadian. I got it at Walmart. Did that on one side successfully with 3 passes, no weepers. And our Parker PTB. I don't remember if I got this on Amazon or what. The packaging for that. So that's going to wrap this one up, guys. Very, very pleased with this shave. Very successful shave, very happy. So I will get that. I'll post it in a few days as quickly as I can. I've got a lot on the go and trucking and all that stuff. So if you guys like what I do, give me a thumbs up. Please become a subscriber. Hit the notifications button. Tell your friends if you like what I'm doing. Let me know. And yeah, you guys take care of one another. We'll see you again in a few days. Take care. Bye-bye.